best teams in the NHL, and seeing a 5-0 score at the end of it.
Yeah, obviously not the way that we play hockey. I think we were all pretty happy with our first period. I thought we were skating well and created a lot of chances, and then they get that second one and we completely go off script, and that's not our game. That's not how we're going to win at any point in the season, especially with 9 games left against one of the best teams in the league. So it's disappointing, but we got a couple weeks here, a few weeks to figure that out, make sure that doesn't happen again, and this should be a good learning lesson for us.
Was it purely a result of self-inflicted wounds, making costly mistakes in your own zone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of all over the ice. We were getting beat back. There, I mean, 4-on-1 breakaways, 2-on-1s, completely talk about leaving picks out to dry there. It's. I mean, at the end of the day, if you keep giving them chances like that, they're going to put some in. So, yeah, I think it was kind of all over the ice, but it's just managing pucks and getting beat back into high-scoring chances.
When it comes to the structure, was the undisciplined play a little bit of a concern, especially this late in the season?
Well, we know what we can do, how we can play. We shouldn't be concerned, but it's definitely a lesson that there's no nights where you can do that. No matter who you're playing, you get down a couple. It's about sticking with it. I think we've done a great job of that at times this year. It's just kind of being a confident group. Whether we're down a goal, 2 goals, it's having the belief that we're going to get the job done at the end of the day. And if we come up short, we're going to come up short playing the right way. And tonight, that wasn't the case, and we know that we're better than that.
As you guys try to get traction during that game, Ryan, was there anything or is there anything that can be said on the bench to try to get a little bit of traction at least halfway through this hockey game?
I mean, you try to, obviously, you gotta try to stay positive and not dwell on what just happened, but at the same time, it's you can't go out and keep repeating the same mistakes. So the positivity only goes so far. I think that stretch of 5-10 minutes of just giving the puck back to them and letting their momentum just kind of take complete control of the game. We have to be able to stop that. We're a mature enough team to be able to stop that. We know we have it in here. Wasn't there tonight.
Pretty decent start from your club. I mean, you guys outshot the Stars and then also had a lot of grade A chances in that first. What do you think happened in that second that allowed them to score 4?
Yeah, obviously we let the second one in, and after that it seemed like we just wanted to go on our own and try to sauce pass this right through our own slot, and just got away from our game, I feel like, and Dallas is one of those teams, when they get those opportunities, then they're going to capitalize, and they did in a big way. So that's something we'll have to learn from and be a lot better.
What is or what can't be said during the game, and when you guys try to at least gain some traction, but you guys keep making kind of self-inflicted wounds, as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins described?
Yeah, no, it's hard at that point because it happens so quick. If the goals are spread out, it's a different story. But they just kept coming, and we really got to do a better job of managing. And shifts after goals have to be a lot better, where you just play simple and get it on the forecheck. But we weren't able to do that tonight.
Is this one of those games when you watch it back, it gives you more of an idea of what happened, or the fact that you lived it, you know kind of exactly where things didn't quite go the right way?
No, I'm sure we'll watch it and learn from it. We certainly have to. And though I have in my mind right now what I think went wrong, but when you watch it on film, there usually is some different stuff that happened that you see. So I think it's good to learn from it. I think it's a good timing right now to really go through it and see it and learn from it. And we don't have that many games left here before it starts for real. So, yeah. Big learning game for us.
Are there games sometimes where you can just say it was one of those games? It doesn't matter who you're playing or when you're playing it, or can you ever kind of go, hey, just let's move on and get ready for the next one?
Well, we're going to have to do that, regardless of how serious you take this loss or whether you move on. That's just the way it is. There's going to be a new game here in 2 days, and we have a tough schedule, so we got games coming. But I think there's obviously time to also take some time to learn and because I thought tonight they played a game that we're going to see in the playoffs, and we're going to have to manage that a lot better.
I was going to ask about that. How much did this serve as a litmus test in terms of how thin the margin of error is when it comes to playoff hockey in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, no, that's you hit that on the head for sure. It's that's where you gotta stay a little bit more stubborn defensively. You can't unravel when you go down 2 or 3 goals. You just gotta stay the course. You never know if it's 2 or 3 goals going into the last period. You can always come back, but when it gets down to 4 or 5, it's really tough. So again, that was one of those games, and we'll have to learn from it.
With what you saw and what you sort of felt about the way things went tonight versus Dallas.
Well, in the first period, I thought we had a lot of good chances to score. I think it's a different game if those go in. I know 3 goal posts, 2 in the first period, 1 early in the second period. That would make a big difference. But I think our defensive details, whether it was getting beat up by the ice when they're breaking the puck out, or us just swinging for pucks in the defensive zone, just giving it too easy to play against.
When you look at Dallas, they win 8 in a row. You've obviously had some long winning streaks, so you know what it's like when a team gets hot. Can you kind of just chalk it up as not necessarily just one of those nights, but a team that's playing as well as they are at home, that sometimes things like this can kind of happen?
Absolutely. A lot of credit to the Dallas Stars. They're playing really good hockey. They are a really good team, and you can see why they're leading the East or the Western Conference right now, and playing well. And for us to come in here was a challenge for us, and we came up short. We thought it was a good test to see how good we are, and we still have some work to do to catch up to them.
As a head coach, how do you lead the discussion with this group about the self-inflicted wounds and the mistakes made in that second period to make sure that that's not a repeatable and consistent thing?
Yeah, I think overall we've defended well and played pretty good hockey. There'll be some reminders on what we got away from and what we can't do against good teams. Maybe we can get away from that against a team that isn't as competitive and as talented as Dallas is. But, against those teams that are, the Colorados, Vegas, and Dallas, and, there's a lot of good teams in our conference that we cannot let that happen.
A couple of weeks away from playoff hockey, does a game like this demonstrate how fine and thin the margins of error are against really good hockey teams and what you're going to expect?
I'd be concerned if we couldn't play and beat this team, but tonight wasn't who we are. We're a much better hockey team than that, and we'll learn from it, and we'll be better for it.